Alright guys, today is going to be a little bit of a longer video since we do have several things to cover. So our attendance question today asks us, what is a topic that you would like to speak on? So we are going to be working on speeches later in this year. Think about a topic that you would like to speak on. Maybe it's something we are going to be covering in our fishbowl speeches this week. We'll just have to take a look and see if what you respond with matches some of our potential topics. So when we are talking about our fishbowl speeches, we do have oral presentation rubrics. So when we are looking at our oral presentation rubric, these are some of the things that I am going to be looking for in your speeches that you will be recording to Flipgrid later this week. So do we have like a good attention grabber? So we did talk about hooks with our Patriots pen. This would be a great time to use that skill in our speech as well. Are you setting the purpose? Is it presented in a logical way? Do we have transitions? Do we kind of have a good conclusion that sums up exactly what you're talking about? Does this conclusion leave you with something that you should think about or something like a call to action? So this goes back to that conclusion that we talked about in our Patriots pen last week. So in your video itself for body language, I'm going to be looking that you're making regular contact, like eye contact with the audience or with your camera. You need to show some energy and enthusiasm. You need to use an appropriate volume. You need to speak in a varied tone, creating audience interest. Speak clearly, enunciate your words. Speak at an appropriate rate, so not too fast and not too slow. Maintain a good posture. Show some confidence when you guys are speaking. Use complete sentences to express your ideas. And use language that accurately and avoids interrupters such as etc., like. And if applicable, use appropriate visual aids to support your presentation. So for this one, we aren't requiring visual aids. However, we are requiring a recorded video with Flipgrid. We're going to talk a little bit more about Flipgrid tomorrow. So if you guys are joining us synchronously, we'll talk about some sample speaking prompts when we interview each other during our Zoom session today. But you guys will be picking a topic from our fishbowl speeches. So you can pick any one of these topics. However, you must be able to speak on the topic for 1 full minute. So it can either be from the informational category, the persuasive, the entertainment. The choice is yours. You guys get to choose whichever one that you guys want, that you feel the most confident in speaking about. Then you guys are going to come down here to our fishbowl speech draft. So once you have chosen your topic from the list, you're actually going to be typing out your script that you're going to be using during your speech that you're going to record in Flipgrid. Remember, your speech must be 1 minute in length. So as you guys are typing this out, I would totally use like that timer on your phone or use a timer stopwatch feature that we have built into Google and time out how long it takes you to read through your draft in a normal pace. So usually you're going to speed up when you are recording your videos. So you guys are going to want to think about, hey, maybe I should shoot for having 1 minute of 1 minute 15 seconds. So that way when I'm actually recording it, it does come in right around 1 minute. So you guys have a handy dandy little like draft Google Doc here. So you'll type out your topic and then you'll go ahead and start typing out your draft. So a good rule of thumb with having a typed out draft, I would either use bullet points or I would use like key phrases and stuff like that. I wouldn't necessarily write paragraph by paragraph by paragraph because it's going to be really hard to read that and to think about that as you guys are giving your oral presentation via Flipgrid this week. So I'm interested to learn what topics you guys are ready to speak on, and I'm excited to hear you guys speak in our Flipgrids.